What would you sacrifice to uncover the truth about the world you thought you knew? Emma Grayson stood behind the counter of a crowded department store, her hands folding sweaters with practiced ease, her navy blue apron blending seamlessly with the other workers. To everyone around her co-workers, customers, even the store manager, she was just Emma, the quiet new hire with a knack for calming irate shoppers. But beneath the surface, Emma carried a secret so staggering it could unravel everything. The store buzzed with the chaos of a Saturday afternoon. Carts clattered, children whined, and the fluorescent lights hummed overhead. Emma, in her early 30s, moved through it all with a calm that seemed almost unnatural. Her co-workers liked her, though they found her reserved. She's sweet but distant, they'd whisper during breaks. No one suspected that Emma Grayson was, in fact, Amelia Grace Vanderbilt, the elusive billionaire heiress to one of America's largest tech empires. Her wealth could buy the entire retail chain 10 times over. Yet here she was, scanning barcodes and restocking shelves for $15 an hour. Why? That was the question burning in her heart. Amelia had grown up in a world of boardrooms and private jets, insulated from the struggles of ordinary people. But a year ago, a heated argument with her father, the formidable Charles Vanderbilt, had shaken her. "You know nothing about the world," he'd shouted, dismissing her ideas for reforming their company's labor practices. Stung, Amelia made a decision. She would step out of her gilded cage and into the lives of the people her family's empire relied on. She would become one of them. Adopting the alias Emma Grayson, she crafted a new identity, complete with a modest backstory and a rented studio apartment. She applied for a job at Brightmart, a retail chain owned by a rival conglomerate, to avoid any connection to her family's name. The work was grueling long hours, aching feet, and customers who treated her like she was invisible. Yet Amelia found something unexpected: purpose. She listened to her co-workers' stories. Maria, a single mother juggling 2 jobs; Jamal, a college student saving for tuition; Sarah, who hid her exhaustion behind a bright smile. Their resilience moved her, but so did their struggles. Low wages, unpredictable schedules, and a management that seemed indifferent to their needs. It was a world Amelia had never truly understood. One day, a crisis erupted. A regional manager announced that the store was underperforming and layoffs were imminent. The news hit like a tidal wave. Maria's hands trembled as she confided in Emma. "I can't lose this job. My kids." Emma's heart clenched. She saw the fear in her co-workers' eyes, the weight of uncertainty crushing their spirits. She wanted to help, but as Emma Grayson, she was powerless. Or was she? That night, in her tiny apartment, Amelia stared at her laptop, her true identity calling her back. She could stay hidden, safe in her experiment, or she could act. The next morning, she made her choice. During a staff meeting, as the manager droned on about necessary cuts, Emma stood up. All eyes turned to her, confused. "This isn't right," she said, her voice steady but fierce. "You can't just discard people like this. They deserve better." The manager scoffed, but Emma wasn't done. She pulled out her phone, dialed a number, and spoke clearly. "I'm ready." Within hours, the store was abuzz with a different kind of chaos. News vans arrived, cameras flashing. Amelia Grace Vanderbilt stepped forward, shedding her alias like a second skin. Gasps rippled through the crowd as she revealed her true identity. "I'm here because I needed to understand," she said, her voice broadcast live across the nation. "And what I found is a system that grinds good people down. That ends now." Using her influence, Amelia negotiated with Brightmart's executives, leveraging her family's name to halt the layoffs. She didn't stop there. She launched a foundation to advocate for retail workers, funding it with a portion of her personal fortune. Scholarships for employees like Jamal, childcare support for Maria, fair wages for Sarah. Amelia turned her privilege into action. The world watched, stunned, as the billionaire who had posed as a retail worker reshaped an industry. But for Amelia, the real victory was personal. She had walked in their shoes, felt their struggles, and found her purpose. As she stood among her former co-workers, no longer Emma but still their friend, she realized the truth. Wealth could build empires, but only understanding could change lives. And that was worth more than all the money in the world.